So, Kenneth, I don't want to keep you from your celebration. I just got one more question for you, and I appreciate you taking some time out to chat with me.
Sure.
But my last question, just a little bit of a more practical, personal one. So, what are some of the big differences you've noticed running for a local position versus when you ran for Congress?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest difference is partisan. It's partisan politics are different. When you run for Congress or state or federal level, it's all about party. Democrat versus Republican versus Green versus any
Yeah.
color. Um,
And for
Local
anyone who
is not
doesn't recall, you ran as a Green.
as a Green, right? And so local here, it's nonpartisan. People are more connected to the issues. I also like the fact that when you run for local office, you're definitely more connected to everything that's happening here, like on the ground. And the biggest issues that are happening locally are policing, homelessness, and housing. And I think those are issues that are very like dear to me. And I think I'm glad to be running in this local race because politically also as well. I mean, not only is it nonpartisan, but here in LA, it's good for progressives and grassroots candidates because the city does matching funds. So if every dollar that we raise from an LA resident, it gets multiplied 6 times. So if LA resident donates $100, the city will give us an additional 600, so 700 total. So it really helps us out with like growing as a grassroots campaign. We qualified for matching funds just like a few weeks ago, where we had to raise 32,000 from LA donors, and we beat that easily. So it's really a whole different ball game between national and local.
And you prefer the nonpartisan thing? Like, I mean, I'm getting that vibe. Like, you like that
Yeah,
better?
yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, I mean, being a Green and running for Congress is like so hard. It's so hard, especially in this day and age where partisan politics is so polarized. I'm glad that in local politics, as it's nonpartisan, um, people look beyond that. People look beyond affiliation because what happens here locally is really really important, and it affects people much dearly. That if people saw like a D or a G or an R, it would just people would just dismiss that, and I think and then unfortunately that's just the way it is, right? Like that's just how it is. But yeah, I mean, I really do enjoy the local side.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you wanna know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you wanna know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and make it our own. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you wanna know